Still they try to see. SIBO Sports Media Podcast, Green Team Channels. I want to let y'all know tonight, this is an affirmation. And I want to let y'all know that you don't have to be mediocre. You don't have to be mediocre tapioca pudding. You have to just be yourself and concentrate on the ideas and goals that you have set for yourself. You in competition with you. You versus you university. I have been locked out of my Facebook accounts. They have stolen all the money and closed the Facebook account so they could not be traced. The devil is a dog lie. They have been stealing from me from my whole lifetime. The judges and the probate courts in my hometown and federal courts in my hometown did nothing. I've had prosecutors resign or be jailed. This is a systemic problem, not just in Montgomery County, Alabama, but nationwide. I'm here to tell you tonight that it's got to come to an end. People cannot violate you spiritually, physically, financially, and family, as well as job or business. It's a sad day where you don't get freedom from your oppressors. I'm here to tell you today, to all coaches, it's a slap in the face for Coach Tommy Tuberville to come to Alabama and run for governor. The state has endured massive financial restrictions due to Governor Kay Ivey from Beatrice, Alabama, with her gas tax. Then you come back with an overtime tax. Then you got FICA tax, Medicare tax, Social Security tax. Where does people have a good paycheck? I'll wait. Alabama have issues with not just only judicial misconduct, but mass shootings. They have a problem with people evading the law when it comes to trust funds. They think that they're God and they're going to play with folk money. They have a judge in jail right now for stealing this woman's trust fund and only left her $3,000 in it, when it's over $780,000 plus. And of course, my trust fund, I never received that 18, 24, 35, or even 48. I'm yet to still receive it. The judges that was on the bench was removed. When you violate your oath of office, when you stand and put your hand in the air and your left hand on that Bible, you swore to an oath of office. You could claim you on the good side of faith, or you could claim you are of the devil. Either way, I never received my trust fund. Furthermore, they put me in an MK Ultra program as a kid. Everybody around me got big money, got paid, but me. And when I rose up in my full truth and started speaking about it, they want to call you crazy. I'm here to tell you today, my training has brought me home every day. as a certified first responder, law enforcement official, business owner, entrepreneur, and most of all, a former athlete and soldier. The black magic that they're doing, the rituals over 50 to 60 to 100 to 250 people at one time to come against everything in my financial structure and foundation is wrong on all levels, spiritually, naturally, and judicially. But where is the help for real? The Constitution of the United States of America, Corporation by way of London, England, says that I supposed to have due process. They're even doing witchcraft while I'm on this live. The devil is I rebuke you. Uno reverse back to your whole bloodline and ancestral lineage. So shall your bloodline and lineage be cursed with a curse. Never ever to create finances for coming up against a real chosen prophet of God. I'm not here to double dabble and dance in your issues and proclivities. I'm here on a divine assignment of God. You either get right or get left. Simple. I don't have time to argue. I don't have time to facilitate lies. I'm standing on business, been standing on business. Y'all have stolen my content. You have violated my intellectual properties. You have violated my life. You've stolen my finances. And you went out in the community and tried to make a total jackass out of me. But nor here nor there. But I'm telling you tonight, you got to return what you stole, or else death and the death angel will come knock on your door of your bloodline and of your lineage. You tried to make a fool out of my life. God gonna make a slip slop slushy out of your bloodline and lineage. I don't bother nobody. I'm always in my house thinking of content and being a WHNT News 19 weather spotter, as well as holding a 2.5 GPA at Athens State University, institutional and overall, and working on content for my business, SIBO Sports Media, by way of Protected Business Connections, LLC, Limestone County, Athens, Alabama, 35611, and Protected Security Incorporated, over 20-some years in security and law enforcement as a federal elections official. Delayed entry soldier program. What time do I have to hang out? Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody uses your wife or your husband is your wife or husband. Right now, people going through battles about paternity. Yeah, I said it. Children ain't children because I'm going to say the mammy chose a person who had good benefits and a good job. It wasn't about love. It wasn't about the making of the child in love making. It was about who's going to be the first sucker to pay for it. I want to tell y'all tonight, we've got some serious issues in Alabama. And the Democrats have went silent. They don't have a plan. They never did. Don Siegelman was their hope and glory. And he's been out of office over 40-some years. It's time for a new day. It's time to mount up. Stop doing spell work over me right now. I see you. And I release every sword in my arsenal to take you up out the earth. And your whole bloodline and lineage. You are a spiritual thief, have been found and spotted. I don't care who bloodline you belong to. When you violate my spirit, I'm coming for you. And my ancestors, light and dark. I'm going to release every last one of them to tear your ass up, to show you I'm nothing to be played with. Fuck around and find out. Any way, any form, any fashion to block my financial liquidity and security is wrong. And anybody who's supporting this bullcrap will be exposed in federal court. It's enough to make someone your slave. It's another, the Bible tell you 7 years and the debt is supposed to be paid. But y'all took it way beyond 7 years. The necromancy, the death magic, the sex ritual magic, the poverty spells, the pedophilia of pedophiles trying to defile my life and legacy. Martha Joe Andrews and Cherry Jeanette Trotman and Anthony Bernard Beatty and Barbara Ann Andrews and Tyrone Anderson were vultures in my life. They didn't know how to stop. They refused to stop. I'm here to tell you today, as God is my witness and the ancestors in the ethereal realm can attest to the hell I had to go through just to be able to wake up. They still doing spell work. I'm calling you out tonight. You are a warlock, you a witch, and this right here, you need to pick it up. In it, it says, thou will suffer not a witch or warlock to live. I stand on that principle. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all its righteousness. And all these things shall be added unto me. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto thy bosom. Not all money is good money, people. For you single people, just because you're in a financial twitch or bind or stronghold, all money ain't good money. People come with attachments when they give you money. They expect for you to watch their back their whole life. They are a thief. They put you in that position to see how you was going to react. Withholding mail, withholding opportunities for you to elevate, just making an ass out of your life just because they can. For the individuals who broke into my Akashic records illegally into the federal database to find out who am I, you are exposed, and that I call divine judgment on you and your bloodlines. Stop the stealing. Confirmation. I don't owe y'all a damn thing. Nothing but to love you. Now you're looking like an assed out, frizzle frazzle, buds, hoe cakes. And back in the day, we called them Ike mics, stage planks. I'm not going to get you out of your trouble. I'm not going to get you out of that DUI. I'm not going to get the money laundering scheme you did to my cash. The fake PPP loans you got off of my businesses. And the fake businesses you registered in Limestone County, Montgomery County, Birmingham, Jefferson County, or anywhere in the United States or overseas. You're going to eat them bullets. Family ain't family for real. Shout out to Chris Speaks. Love you, Chris Speaks, Crystal Richardson. You woke me up at a pivotal time in my life. Blood don't make you family. Shout out to South Florida, Christmas, Florida. Dolphin Nation and Buccaneer Nation. And Duval County, Jaguars. I'm embarrassed as a citizen of Alabama Corporation. I'm totally embarrassed. The state constitution don't mean shit to me. To be stole from, to be physically violated, spiritually violated, and continually be stole from, and nobody stands up and say, hey, wait a minute, this is wrong. If it wasn't for Judge Tiffany McCord, I would have never knew what the hell was going on. All this secrecy courtroom drama. The stealing and rerouting of my mail. One second. But nevertheless, life goes on. Life goes on. I've made many accomplishments in my life. I'm not looking for a pat on the back or a good job. I'm looking for respect. But y'all don't give it in Alabama. But y'all want me to stay here to suffer. So y'all can live a life that is not privy to you. You married into lies. You was full of lies. And you told God, I don't give a damn about you. I want what I want. Unbeknown, the people who were in power at that time disregarded civil rights. And they still continue to disregard civil rights. But I'm standing up and standing out, speaking up and speaking out against the atrocious, visceral, Neanderthalic bullshit. DHR's prime example. They separate families, allowing mothers and fathers to end up being drug addicts, to go through a drug program that's set up for failure. And they will never, ever get a chance to raise their kids the right way because outside influences are trying to put them in a psychosomatic study they don't know nothing about. I go back to my first point. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your family. And blood don't make your family. I've seen Martha Joe Andrews come in DHR, make up frivolous lies, and walk out with a paycheck that I worked hard for because her and her daughter are crackheads. See, the chairman of DHR, the head honcho in charge, she's embarrassed. She's got an investigator in Heflin County, Alabama, made up lies and said on tape they had 2 floods in her office and she wasn't able to put a correct affidavit together 6 months after the infraction. A good lawyer would say, we need to bake this affidavit. It's outdated. And this was the second affidavit tried to screw me for fraud. That I did not know what was going on. I'm minding my own business, trying to live my life the best way I can. But a narcissistic 202, Angela Hurtubise Durham, thought I was going to be the butt of her jokes. And then told her supervisor she feel her life threatened. I know you do, based on lies. And your whole office rallied behind you, and they're about to lose their jobs because of your promotion was illegally given. See, I'm a real prophet. I told you Mike was going to jail. He went to jail. State senator, former police chief wrote a bill giving police anonymity in crime if they violated people's civil rights. Can't prosecute them. So therefore, Mike Blakely get his job back, even though he broke the law. But you want to vilify me. Got me running around here doing work that you supposed to be doing. I'm paying your salary. Every time I pay taxes, I'm paying your salary for some sorry jackass DHR show that have not publicly came out and apologized. Even Beatrice, Alabama, Catherine Abbey. We're not even gonna mention the slaw dog, jackass Attorney General Steve Marshall. He might as well resign. He don't need to get no Senate seat. He don't need to get no governorship. He's a piss poor leader as Attorney General of the state of Alabama Corporation. I'm gonna flat out tell you the truth. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Time to pull the scales off of y'all eyes, Alabamians. Y'all been duped at the ballot box. And here you come again. 32 died. Coach Tommy Tuberville. Up the middle against Alabama. He still think he in the Iron Bowl game. He tell Coach Nick Saban every time he see you, pick 6. I'm just speaking truth, man. Truth to power. Wake up, Alabama. Wake up, United States. Stop sleeping the sleep of death. Look at your taxes that you paid into this corporation. It's not fit. You must quit. The late Johnny L. Cochran, attorney of the Dream Team, legal team of Orenthal James Simpson, the late Orenthal James Simpson, O.J. Simpson. See, the Cochran law firm, along with Attorney Jock Smith, the late Attorney Jock Smith, prided themselves on righting the wrongs within the community by a vicious dictatorship of judicial misconduct and judicial misconduct of ethics. But when you allow gangsters to get public office, you're going to get gangster activity. I'm really embarrassed at the leadership of Alabama. I really am. They only serving themselves and the cliques they clinked up with. It's not about the people for real. You can see it. Why would you oppress the people that put you in office so you can get a photo op or get a mic drop on ESPN? Confirmation, Archangel Metatron. Don't let your life and your life's work working on these factory jobs 20 and 30, 40 years because the money was good, but your body broke down. It begs the question. I had a philosophy teacher named John Adams from the place where it's called Gonzaga. University. He's a graduate, he's a doctor of philosophy. He always told us, y'all, don't get a tuko-quay. But I'm going to tell you something. Life is real and life is now. It's not in the past. What's behind you, you can't see. Your peripheral is out on both sides, and you looking forward. Get out of the Don Siegelman era of winning. Come into the green team of life. I'm yet to get a call from Governor Kay Ivey apologizing for her minions in DHR and the State Attorney General office investigators for screwing up my business finances and my personal finances for a vendetta that a caseworker was jealous of a black man minding his own business, staying out the way, ain't creating havoc, trying to create generational wealth. A total slap in the face. But they covered her ass for it in perpetuity. So every last one of them need to hit the door with a good Lord splitter with blazing Cajun underwear on. I'm fed up as a citizen. I'm fed up as a soldier. I'm fed the hell up as a law enforcement officer, sworn in as a first responder. I paid taxes and a whole lot of damn karmic debt I didn't have to pay. Y'all got me out here in a bogus conservatorship, bogus marriage, and a bogus damn death certificate. So y'all basically done wipe me the hell out. You think. But God said no. It's time to go back to your playbook and apologize, Governor Ivey, Steve Marshall. It's time to apologize, Department of Human Resources, department head. Apologize to an individual who called y'all jackasses out on your bullshit. And it's been true. Mike Blakely got convicted. He went to jail. Now he's out. Now State Senator Reynolds done rolled him back into his job due to the law. And you signed it, Governor Kay Ivey from Beatrice, Alabama. We got less than 27 minutes before News 19 at 10 with Tamika Alexander and Bob Howe. I'm sorry, Ben Howe. And meteorologist Aaron Ayers. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Stop playing with folks' life, their spiritual trust funds, their natural trust funds, their family, their bloodline, and their legacy. And you might just learn something. This is in loving memory of the defensive coordinator of Sidney Lanier High School and Sidney Lanier basketball head coach, who is the only African American in the school history to win a state championship, Dr. Floyd Matthews. See, I'm going to tell you something. They always say football is a metaphor for life. Politics is a metaphor for life. Stop taking what you're not willing to give. Judges, state senators, state representatives, and so on and so forth. I'm still waiting for y'all to make this rectified wrong right. And y'all slow butt, drag ass, and as Coach Charles Sykes, the late Coach Charles Sykes used to say, you half-ass it, drag assing around. Give me what you owe me and step the hell out of my damn way. Because I never need you. It's evident I didn't need you. It's evident I didn't need you. I just wanted you around as trimming on the tree, as he said in Christmas time. I'm self-made, billionaire, trillionaire. I really didn't need you. I was just asking for your advice, having trimming around my tree. But now I got to cut the fat around my circle. If you ain't serving my highest self and highest good, I don't need you around. Yeah, I do not, I refuse to accept breadcrumbs at this point in my life. Either you come correct or you come overflowing or don't come at all. You can like, tag, and share. SIBO Sports Media is on the air. And I would be a good alternative to Coach Tommy Tuberville. I'm not a yes man. I've never been in politics. But to see Coach Tommy Tuberville squirm and have a red face every day, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. But I'm going to tell you something. This ain't football and this ain't pigskin play. This is real life Tommy Tuberville. For the citizens and the senior citizens and the veterans to be abused and tricked out of what is rightfully theirs, the cyber crimes unit got a lot of work to do statewide. See, I don't care from Las Vegas to New Hampshire, from Juneau, Alaska, down to Miami, Florida, from Houston, Texas to Dover, Maine, and from Massachusetts back to Hawaii, and from Arizona to Montana. Y'all got to stop it. Stop stealing from these political appointed jobs to teach somebody a lesson. The only lesson you taught me was that y'all were thieves y'all whole damn career. And the first black cop of Alabama, Tyrone Anderson, was full of fiduciary affidavits of broken civil rights laws, investigating me, stalking me, hunting me down, putting a law together. For what? All your friends who helped you in them bogus investigations, Tyrone Anderson, now are facing federal civil rights charges. And I'm going to make sure I get my vindication. You were crooked as a barrel of baits. Now you're facing a lifetime of prison. Mm-hmm. When they find out you was a part of that pedophile ring in that Montgomery County Air Base situation, they're going to make sure you remember every dirty deed you did to SIBO Sports Media. It wasn't about your daughter. It was never about your daughter. It was about your Neanderthal, whack-jack, Mickey Mac attitude toward black men. You want to have control. You want to have power because you the first black cop of Alabama who never should have been. Your psychological makeup, dude, wanted you to be a cop. Montgomery and ABI. Both of those organizations deemed you as one screwed up son of a bee. Your actions, man. The late John Wilson, chief of police of Montgomery, City of Montgomery. You always return to the scene of the crime, Tyrone. And that you do. You were so pissy-tailed drunk in Birmingham at the Magic City Classic, they put you out the hotel, dude. No, in fact, but you was the first black cop. You should have more decorum inside of you than anything. But it is what it is. Your legacy is tarnished, never to be resurrected. The things people do to try to control people's lives. When you point your finger like Bishop T.D. Jakes said, you got 4 pointing right back at you, and maybe a 5th one. Alabama's time to clean office of people who don't serve the people for real. This election season, it's time to put some eviction notices on some of these state Senate seats and these congressional seats. One thing about University of Birmingham, University of Alabama Birmingham, UAB, they was the top tier university hospital in the nation. What happened? Orthopedics, what happened? Children's Hospital, what had happened? President of UAB Birmingham. But you had the audacity and the gumption and the gall to cancel the football program. I get it, it was lackluster attendance, but that's on you, dude. You don't promote the football athletic department at all. You so narcissistic, ain't no retentive on academics. Didn't they tell you growing up in school you have to have a balanced life, athletics as well as academics? You missed that part of class. When people have an outlet from work, school, or home, they are better human beings, they're better citizens, they are better manageable people in the community without oversight of being a stronghold or a jack in the box, pulling the strings of their life. Simple. But I want to tell y'all now, I'm going to get ready to get off because news at 10, I've got PT at 3:45 in the morning. So, wake up, Alabama. Wake up, America. The people that y'all put in office is the reason why y'all pockets broke. I'm just saying. I dedicate this live to Trurh Medical LLC, Montgomery County, City of Montgomery, Baptist East Hospital, Dr. Pamela Pollard Trurh, and her constituency of colleagues, one of the best medical programs in the city. I'm living proof. SIBO Sports Media, still grinding, Dr. Trurh. And I salute you. It's not easy being a mom that's a physician. It's not easy being married to a female doctor with her husband. It's not easy being a child of a physician. Mama is always gone. Mama is always on the phone. Mama is always at a conference. Mama is always typing orders or going to the emergency room, checking on patients. She's made a great sacrifice as a physician to follow her passion. A lot of y'all ain't following y'all passions of life. Y'all create more hell and havoc in folks' lives than to realize life is short, man. A lot of my friends got up one day and planned out their next couple of days or even month on their calendar. And just like that, life was lifeless of the body. The body was just a shell in the bed or on the floor or wherever they may found. One of them made plans one day to get away from a person that they were living with. But that night they were stabbed to death. Life is short, man. Those 2nd and 3s, those 3 and 5s, or 3 and 7s, Coach Nick Saban talk about. Life is shorter than that. Love yourself enough to know to walk away from toxic legislators, toxic political people, toxic people in general, guys and girls. Love yourself enough to put that bright light back in your life and love on yourself. Be more harmonious with yourself. And if I had to close this live tonight, do something for the less fortunate, not for a show, pomp, and circumstance. Do it out of the agape love of your soul. Because those same legislatures y'all wanted in office, the same legislators got y'all broke in the pockets. Can't take a vacation. You working 120 hours and you only getting $600 out the deal. Taxation without representation is against the law, people. Read your Constitution. Whoopi Goldberg got one in the back of her pocket. And she's an EGOT winner. This might make the view in the morning. I don't give a damn. Hell, CBS Morning Show, man, give me a call at 4:30 in the morning. Tell me they want to go live with me. With Nate Burleson, Adriana Diaz, and Tony DeCopa or DeCopa. Wake up, people. The choices you made in the political voting booth and ballot box has gotten us to this point. I can't make it no clearer. It's not about sexism, woman over man. It's about your choice of your heart. That's why you don't have no money. That's why you can't move. That's why you can't buy a new car. That's why you can't get promoted. The people you put in government office is holding y'all by the neck. Mm-hmm. I digress. Have a great night, a great grand rising. And I always remember it's SIBO Sports Media Podcast. Love yourself in order to have fuel that you can use to bring your vision to pass. That's all. Change the playbook, change the mindset, change the revelation that you're being used for somebody else's pawn as a control freak in your life. Y'all have a great grand night. Hooah.